First off, I just want to say, come and create an account at discussthebible.org. That's .org, and just register, create an account, and just start posting. I think we already have like 20 members. It's been a lot of fun so far, so keep adding to the community. Not only is there the forums, but we also have my Bible in 8 different languages, 10 different English translations, and many other. We have an instant chat that works directly with your account for the forum. We have a lot of stuff. Homepage, you can listen to the Bible in audio. There's reading plans. You can also read the Bible here as well. There's a lot of stuff, so please come check it out, and let me start my tutorial. Thanks. Hello, this is Discuss the Bible. I'm going to be doing a tutorial on how to use eSword. It's pretty simple, so let's pull it up right here. If you don't have it downloaded, all you got to do is go to Google and just type in eSword, and there'll be eSword.net. Click on that link and go to download eSword now. And you'll have a few options for whatever kind of computer you have. Okay, so let's close that down, put that down, and here we have it. So, at the top bar we have this stuff really isn't that important. Over here, we have show all windows, or you can have Bible maximize for reading, and then so on, commentary, dictionary, and all that. I can have it show. You can adjust to whatever you want. He does have it limited, so you can't make the creator of eSword limits the size of the Bible, but you can adjust it to some extent, as you can see. Then we have the numbers that represent each thing. I'll go into that in a few seconds. Let's just go into parallels. Makes it a little more simpler for reading. Each verse has a underline under it. You can change this to normal reading or with the numbers. We also have compare. As you can see, there is Mark 3 verse 2. If we wanted to compare this to another verse, what we would do would be split it, okay? And then we would just pick another verse, so, I don't know, what do we want? Isaiah 10, how about? Okay, so, there you go. Isaiah 10:1 and Mark 3:2. And you can compare like that. You can only compare 2 at a time, but that's still, that's good. Okay. And if you need to change it to whatever you want. Okay, so now let's go back into the numbering system. I like these actually, parallel. Okay. So, in the Bible, each word is translated from Hebrew or Greek. If you're in the Old Testament, it would be Hebrew. And if you're in the New Testament, it would be Greek. As you can see, H as in Hebrew, and then the number 7225. So we can click on that, and we can go down to our dictionary. And it says, from the same as H721H, the first in the place, time, order, or rank, specifically a first fruit, beginning. So, beginning, that's why I translated it that. So, if it was Greek, it would have the letter G instead of H. See? The word end is G2532. Now this helps with studying because many words in the Bible have multiple meanings. For instance, let's go to John 1:1. It says, in the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. So, in John 1:1, the Word is clearly referring to Jesus. As you can see, logos, G3056. Now, let me show you something that's very helpful, because his descriptions here aren't very, they're pretty good, but there's a more accurate version. So, take the number, say G3056, you can pull up whatever browser you like, and go to searchgodsword.org. Okay? Searchgodsword.org. Click on that, okay? And then go to study tools, and go to lexicon. And if you're in the Greek, go to Greek. If you're in the Old Testament or Hebrew, go to Hebrew. So, go to that, and right in the search, we can either type in the number 3056, or we can type in the word logos, which is probably a more accurate thing to do, because sometimes the numbers, I have seen a few errors with the numbers from this website to eSword. So I'll go to the word logos, and there we are, logos 3056. And now these are multiple meanings for the word logos that the Greeks use. So, of speech, a word uttered by a living voice, embodies a conception idea, and there's multiple definitions. And over here we have, let me go above, the sayings of God, Old Testament prophecy, and it has multiple meanings. Now, you might be saying to yourself, so what does it really matter? Well, if you're doing a study, or if you're trying to prove a point of something, For instance, I was in a forums, and the question of what do you believe in, predestination or free will? So I said, I believe in both. I believe I have free will to make free will choices, but my salvation is predestined. And to prove my point, well, of course I used a few verses. I used the verses in Romans, speaking of predestined before foundations. And one of the things I used to prove that our thoughts are not controlled 24/7 or all the time was, what was that? Oh yeah, Hebrews 4:12. I believe it's like, for the word of God is quick and powerful. Yeah, for the word of God is quick and powerful and sharper than any two-edged sword, piercing even to dividing asunder, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, the point I wanted to make out was, in my argument that I'm not going to get into, was he is a discerner of the thoughts and intents of the heart, not one who controls the thoughts and intents, but he discerns them. He knows them. But anyway, in my argument, I use that the word right here. See, it's the same one as the one in John 1:1, speaking of Jesus. So the word in Hebrews 4:12, is the same word as John 1:1. So this is meaning for the word of God is the word can also be translated Jesus. So, and that's why you could be pretty much read it as God is quick and powerful and sharper than any two-edged sword. Because since word means Jesus, and God and Jesus are one, therefore, God discerns the thoughts and intents of the heart. God discerns the thoughts and intents of the heart. And that's what I was making out in my argument, because word G3056 is the same as John 1:1, G3056. They're not all words are the same. See, all the ones in here are G3056. I believe there is another number for word, but I'm not exactly sure where to find it right now. But, so this is many ways that going back to the original language can actually help, because you can actually see maybe what the true meaning of a verse meant. Now, you've got to be very careful, as it's very simple to twist meanings into what you want them to be when they're really not there. So when you do use certain meanings, make sure it's an actual meaning. By going to the last one doesn't mean it necessarily should be translated like that. For instance, let's go to, let's go to the word, I think I have a good one that I may have checked out a while back. 13.8, I'm pretty sure. The world, G2889. So, let's go to G2889. G889. And now this has many meanings. They're giving 8 definitions. Now, the most popular one, the closest definition would be harmonious arrangement. So if you change it to world affairs or something, you may possibly be twisting a verse into something that really doesn't mean what it means. So that's what I mean by be careful what you do with eSword, as it can be a great tool, but it also can be a dangerous tool if you don't know what you're doing. So that is pretty much it. You can compare, check out verses. Oh, also a very nice feature, I almost forgot, thankfully, is you can double click on any word. Let's go to the regular. Double click on any word like that, or you can copy a full phrase like God, create a beginning God or something like that. But we'll just do beginning. And you right click on beginning. And I'm sorry, we gotta go to King James. There we go. There. Oh, you can't be in parallel when doing this. You gotta go to the King James Version, double click, then right click, and go to quick search on select phrase. Now you can search the entire Bible, the Old Testament, New Testament, or the book that you're in. So let's just do entire Bible. And see, it comes up 104 times. No, it comes up in 104 verses, and it's found 106 times. So, this is very nice if you're looking for a certain phrase or something. If you wanted to search pretty much anything, light from darkness, you want to see how many times that popped up. Quick search and go to entire Bible, and it comes up 2 times. If you wanted to get rid of the light, you just go up here, delete, go over to the binoculars, and search. And same thing, and we can still pick whatever we want. We do the plus, and research. That seems to mess it up by doing with the numbers, so I would just stick with the King James Version without the numbers. And as you can see, it went to search for all the words. So this is just when all the words are in the same verse. If you want the exact phrase, you go to exact phrase. If you want any of the words, you go to any of the words, and so on. So it comes up, there's 49 matches and 10 verses for all the words, and for the exact phrase, there's only 2 verses and 2 matches. So that is pretty much it. You can also change the language if you'd like to something like French, and then it'll be here again. Go back to English. And there you have it. So that's it. Thanks for watching. And any questions, leave a comment or message me. And don't forget to subscribe and send me a friend request. Thank you.